video, I'm going to be showing you how to divide your contour line drawing of your animal, which is essentially just the outline of your animal that you have already outlined in black Sharpie. How to divide it either in geometric shapes, that's all geometric, organic shapes, which are more free-flowing, curvy shapes, or you could potentially do both. But I'm just going to do an example of one in organic and one in geometric so you can see what that looks like. So I've outlined my elephant in black Sharpie, and I've erased all the pencil lines, and now I'm going to do the organic shapes. So this is one, if you choose to do organic shapes, you're going to start with pencil. You're going to sketch super lightly in case you want to erase. And so to create my organic shapes, I'm going to sort of follow the shape of the different parts of the animal. So I'm sort of making an organic shape that follows the shape of the leg, sort of to heighten that illusion. I'm not going to just draw a random circle there. That really wouldn't make sense. So I'm going to create another organic shape, which means free-flowing, that sort of comes down into the tail and then curves around and sort of follows the back. And so you're sort of creating what looks like puzzle pieces. But they're all organic shapes. I'm just like, for example, when I get to the ear, I'm going to want to follow the curvature of the ear because I want it to look like an ear to some extent. You could even add a shape inside of a shape. Okay, so some of these shapes are really large, so maybe I want to come in here and add more. So I'm going to follow this shape around my leg, and I'm sort of filling that whole space of the body with organic shapes. I'm filling the whole thing. I'm not just going to put like a circle in a circle and be done. They're sort of following the contour of each other. Again, it's sort of like a puzzle or a quilt where they all sort of, melt into each other, if you will. Again, if you make a shape you don't like it, like I really don't like that shape inside my head, I don't know why, I'm going to erase it. So that's why you're sketching lightly so that you can make changes. I'm going to see what it looks like if I could do more like around his eye and around. Okay, I like that better. All right, and maybe I want to put another shape inside there. Really try to fill the majority of the space. Now remember, shapes are enclosed spaces, so just make sure that those shapes close up. So I could come up here, I could add an additional shape inside his foot, another shape inside of a shape. If I have like any sort of open space where I can add more shapes. Okay. So that's what the organic shaped one looks like. What I would do next is outline all of that with black Sharpie. I'm not going to do that right now. I'll show you the finished product later. Now I'm going to show you what, if I wanted to do a geometric version. So geometric version, you're going to use your ruler and again, a pencil. And I'm just going to start to break this down into different angles, going in different directions, again sort of following the direction of the head or the ear or the neck, because we don't want to lose the shape of your animal entirely. We want these shapes to reflect the direction that the body is going. Your shapes, this is probably easier to explain in person, but as far as like the size of your shapes, Gosh, I mean, don't want them too small. That's going to take you absolutely forever. Maybe you want a couple small ones. So maybe I want to put a small one here where his eye would have been, just to sort of give that illusion that there's an eye there. So maybe you want to have a couple small ones determining, or if you want to define certain features. Otherwise, they all need to be like medium size. I also don't want you to have like these large shapes, like where you have like 3 shapes and then you're done. Like you're not just dividing your animal into 3 sections. So all I can really say is look at the examples that I've provided. Hopefully that will give you some insight and as far as the expectation on the size of the shapes. If that helps to hopefully that will help make sense of the size. You're more than welcome. If you're not sure, you want to take a picture with your Chromebook and email it to me. And if you would like me to check your progress and be like, does this look good? Do you think I'm ready? If you're really unsure. But most of you should have gotten this step done while I was still here anyway. Maybe you were absent. So if you were absent, this would be the video for you. So notice that I'm just changing the direction of my ruler constantly to break this down. There are some handouts that have the geometric animals like already broken down. You're more than welcome to reference those if that is helpful for you. Okay, so there would be my example of breaking it down into angular geometric shapes. Next up, I would outline those with Sharpie. And you can use your ruler and go back over them with Sharpie, or you can freehand it, whatever you're most comfortable with. See the next video 3, step 3, on how to use watercolor colored pencils to begin filling in each shape to create value.